The sands of time whisper secrets. Moses, a shepherd burdened with a divine mission, finds himself at the precipice of destiny. Years have passed since his exodus from Egypt, years spent wandering, guided by an unseen force. He carries the weight of a people's hope, a people yearning for freedom. The pyramids stand as silent witnesses to millennia of history, each stone echoing with forgotten tales. He feels a profound connection to this land, a sense of purpose he struggled to define. A distant shimmer catches his eye, a subtle alteration in the heat haze. Something is stirring. The desert air vibrates with an unseen energy. Moses clutches the stone tablet, a conduit to the divine. It's a tangible link to the God who orchestrated his journey, the God who tasked him with leading his people to the promised land. He remembers the burning bush, the undeniable voice, the impossible command. Doubt has been a constant companion, whispering insidious questions in the quiet hours. But the tablet's warmth reminds him of the unwavering faith that sustains him. A sudden gust of wind whips through the dunes, carrying with it a faint, melodic hum. Centuries away, in a dusty corner of Cairo, Maurice Bucaille meticulously studies a remarkable discovery. The mummy of Ramesses II, preserved with extraordinary care. A French Catholic doctor, initially driven by scientific inquiry, finds himself drawn into a world of ancient mysteries. Bucaille, a man of reason and observation, approaches the mummy with a clinical detachment. But as he delves deeper into the physical evidence, he begins to question his own assumptions about life, death, and the nature of existence. His skepticism begins to crumble. Bucaille's examination is painstaking, his movements precise. He pores over the preserved organs, noting their condition, their composition. He's not seeking to disprove religious beliefs, but to understand the physical realities of the past. He discovers details that defy conventional scientific explanations. The level of preservation, the internal structures, they hint at a deeper understanding of human physiology, one that predates modern medicine. A sense of awe begins to replace his skepticism. A vision. A fleeting glimpse into the past. Ramesses II, not a mere mortal ruler, but a vessel for divine knowledge. A moment of profound revelation, where the pharaoh receives teachings directly from a higher power. The scene is filled with radiant light and ethereal music. It's a testament to the belief that ancient rulers possessed a connection to the divine, a link to a wisdom lost to time. The image fades, leaving Bucaille to ponder the implications. Bucaille seeks answers in unexpected places. He turns to the Quran, drawn to its profound insights into the human body and the mysteries of creation. He finds parallels between the Quran's teachings and the physical evidence he's uncovered in the mummy. A sense of recognition washes over him, a realization that the ancient wisdom he's been seeking is not lost, but preserved. He begins to question his own religious beliefs, his own worldview. Moses, guided by the divine, stands before a shimmering portal. A gateway to the promised land, a land of milk and honey. The air crackles with energy, the scene is suffused with golden light. He hesitates for a moment, a flicker of doubt crossing his face. The weight of responsibility, the uncertainty of the future, threatens to overwhelm him. But the memory of his people's suffering steels his resolve. With a deep breath, Moses steps through the portal. He disappears into the golden light, leaving behind the familiar world. A sense of hope and anticipation fills the air. The portal shimmers and fades, leaving only the vast, empty desert behind. His journey is far from over, but he has taken the first step towards fulfilling his destiny. The desert wind carries a faint whisper of praise. The promised land. A vision of abundance and prosperity. Lush green valleys stretch as far as the eye can see, rivers flow freely, and fertile fields promise a bountiful harvest. The people rejoice, celebrating their newfound freedom. Their faces are filled with joy, their hearts overflowing with gratitude. It's a scene of unparalleled beauty and hope, a testament to the power of faith and perseverance. Years later, Maurice Bucaille, now a devout Muslim, offers a powerful testament to his conversion. He speaks of the scientific evidence that confirmed his faith, the wisdom of the Quran, and the profound beauty of Islam. His story resonates with millions, a reminder that truth can be found in unexpected places, that reason and faith are not mutually exclusive. His conversion became a pivotal moment. The initial euphoria began to fade. Tension simmered beneath the surface of this idyllic existence. Resources, while plentiful, were not infinite. Disputes arose over land ownership, water rights, and the distribution of wealth. Whispers of discontent spread amongst the people, a subtle erosion of the unity they had fought so hard to achieve. A shadow fell upon their newfound paradise. The harmony felt fragile. Moses, burdened by the growing unrest, sought solace in solitude. He climbed to the highest peak, gazing down at the valley below. The vibrant landscape offered little comfort. He felt the weight of responsibility, the knowledge that maintaining peace required more than just divine intervention. A sense of foreboding settled upon him. The path ahead was fraught with peril, a delicate balancing act. The marketplace, once a symbol of prosperity, now echoed with angry shouts. Arguments erupted over perceived injustices. Accusations flew, fueled by suspicion and resentment. The once harmonious community was fracturing, divisions widening like cracks in the earth. The vibrant colors seemed muted, the laughter replaced by harsh words. Trust was eroding. Unseen, a figure observed the escalating conflict. Cloaked and hooded, they remained hidden amongst the crowd, their presence unsettling. They seemed to relish the chaos, subtly manipulating events from the periphery. Their motives remained unclear, their intentions shrouded in darkness. A silent puppet master, pulling strings from the shadows. Moses, sensing a darker force at play, confronted the mysterious figure. "Who are you?" he demanded, his voice firm. The figure slowly turned, revealing a face etched with ancient wisdom and a hint of malice. "I am merely an observer," they replied, their voice a low, resonant hum. "A witness to the inevitable." The figure gestured towards the distant mountains. A dark cloud began to gather, obscuring the sun. A sense of dread washed over Moses. "The balance is shifting," the figure stated. "The consequences of your people's actions will soon be revealed." The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy. A vision assaulted Moses' mind. He saw a future consumed by war and destruction, the promised land ravaged by conflict. The vibrant valleys turned to dust, the rivers choked with blood. The faces of his people were contorted with despair. The image was horrifying, a stark warning of the path they were on. "You cannot let this happen," Moses pleaded. "My people are innocent. They deserve peace." The figure remained impassive. "Peace is not given, it is earned," they responded. "And the price of freedom is eternal vigilance." The cloud thickened, casting the valley into shadow. Moses returned to his people, his heart heavy with the burden of his vision. He spoke of the impending darkness, urging them to reconsider their choices. His words fell on deaf ears, consumed by their own grievances and ambitions. The seeds of discord had taken root, and they were difficult to eradicate. The inevitable arrived. The valley erupted in chaos. Soldiers clashed, weapons flew, and the land was engulfed in flames. The promised land, once a beacon of hope, became a scene of devastation. The vision had come to pass, a tragic testament to the fragility of peace and the consequences of unchecked ambition. From the shadowed peak, the figure watched the valley's destruction. A grim satisfaction settled upon them. The chaos was a necessary step, a cleansing fire. The people had strayed too far from the path, their hearts consumed by greed and power. The vision had been clear, sacrifice was required. The cost was steep, but the future demanded it. The figure turned away, disappearing into the darkness, a silent guardian of fate. Alara fought against the encroaching flames, clutching her child close. Screams pierced the air, a symphony of despair. Buildings crumbled, and the ground trembled with each explosion. Hope seemed lost, swallowed by the inferno. She prayed for a miracle, for a way to escape this nightmare. But the valley was consumed, and with it, her dreams of a peaceful life. The smoke choked her, blurring her vision, but she held on, fueled by a mother's love. Cale stood amidst the carnage, his sword dripping with the blood of his fallen comrades and enemies alike. He had fought with unwavering loyalty, but the victory felt hollow. The cost had been too high, the loss too great. He looked around at the devastation, a sense of emptiness washing over him. The promise of a glorious future seemed distant, replaced by the harsh reality of survival. He wondered if all this bloodshed had been worth it. Silas sat amidst the rubble of his home, the scent of smoke clinging to his clothes. His hands trembled as he held a small, wooden carving, a symbol of his family's legacy. Everything he had cherished was gone, reduced to ashes. He closed his eyes, remembering happier times, a life filled with laughter and love. Now, only sorrow remained. He whispered a prayer for forgiveness, for a glimmer of hope in the darkness. A small group of survivors huddled together, seeking warmth and comfort in the face of despair. Their eyes reflected the horrors they had witnessed. They shared meager rations, clinging to the hope of a better tomorrow. Fear gnawed at them, but they found strength in their shared plight. They knew they had to rebuild, to find a new path forward. The valley was destroyed, but their spirit remained unbroken. Finn wandered through the ruins, calling out for his parents. His voice was hoarse, filled with desperation. He searched among the rubble, hoping against hope that they were still alive. The smoke stung his eyes, and the heat scorched his skin. He felt lost and alone, adrift in a sea of destruction. A single tear rolled down his cheek, a testament to his grief and fear. Alara and Cale met amidst the ruins, their eyes locking in a silent exchange. They both bore the scars of the valley's destruction, the weight of loss etched on their faces. A flicker of understanding passed between them, a shared acknowledgement of their shared pain. They were strangers, brought together by tragedy. A silent agreement formed between them, to survive, to rebuild, to find a reason to hope. Silas, recalling an ancient prophecy, led Finn to a hidden passage beneath the ruins. A secret tunnel, concealed for generations. It was a chance for survival, a path to escape the devastation. Silas spoke of a hidden sanctuary, a place of refuge. Hope rekindled in Finn's eyes. The prophecy offered a glimmer of light in the darkness, a promise of a new beginning. The group ventured into the dark, winding tunnel, its passage treacherous and unknown. They faced crumbling walls and hidden pitfalls. The air was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Fear lingered, but they pressed on, driven by the hope of reaching the sanctuary. They relied on each other, their combined strength their only defense against the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Emerging from the tunnel, they gasped in disbelief. Before them lay a hidden valley, lush and vibrant, untouched by the valley's devastation. A sanctuary of life amidst the ruins. Water flowed freely, and plants thrived. A sense of peace washed over them. They had found refuge, a place to rebuild, a place to heal. A new beginning awaited them, a chance to create a better future. The valley pulsed with life, a stark contrast to the ravaged lands above. A small village, built from smooth stones and living wood, seemed to hum with a quiet energy. Smoke curled from chimneys, hinting at warmth and sustenance. Finn felt a flicker of hope, a sense of belonging he hadn't known was possible. Silas scanned the perimeter, his expression cautious. This sanctuary held secrets, and they were not the only ones who might seek it. The air was clean, carrying the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. A fragile peace had descended, but it felt temporary. Silas stopped, his weathered hand tracing a symbol etched into a pillar. It was an ancient mark, one he hadn't seen in decades, a sign of the keepers. These beings were rumored to guard the valley, protectors of its delicate balance. He muttered an incantation under his breath, his eyes narrowed in concentration. The symbol seemed to pulse faintly, a subtle energy radiating from the stone. Finn watched him, sensing the weight of Silas's knowledge, the burden of responsibility he carried. The valley wasn't simply a refuge, it was a place of power, a place of ancient magic. An elderly woman approached, her face lined with wisdom and kindness. She offered Finn a bowl of steaming herbal tea. "Welcome," she said, her voice gentle. "You have found sanctuary." Finn accepted the tea, feeling a warmth spread through him. He spoke of the devastation, of the desperate flight from the encroaching darkness. The woman listened patiently, her eyes filled with understanding. She spoke of the valley's history, of its ability to heal and protect, but also of the dangers that lurked beyond its borders. Life flourished within the valley walls. Villagers cultivated gardens overflowing with vibrant produce. Children laughed as they played near a crystal-clear stream. Homes were built in harmony with nature, blending seamlessly into the landscape. A sense of community permeated the air, a shared purpose and a deep respect for the valley's bounty. It was a world untouched by greed and violence, a testament to the enduring power of hope and cooperation. Yet, a shadow lingered at the edges. Silas unfolded a map, his finger tracing a network of hidden pathways and ancient ruins. The keepers are not always benevolent, he explained gravely. They test those who seek refuge. Their intentions are often shrouded in mystery. He pointed to a location deep within the valley, marked with a skull symbol. This is where the trials begin. Only those deemed worthy may remain. Finn felt a knot of apprehension tighten in his stomach. This sanctuary came at a price. In the distance, hidden amongst the trees, a figure watched the village. Cloaked and masked, their presence was unsettling. They held a strange device, pointed towards the valley. Their eyes glowed with an unnatural light. They were not a protector, but a harbinger of something sinister, something that threatened to shatter the fragile peace of the valley. Their purpose remained unknown, but their intentions were clear: disruption. Finn sought to contribute to the valley's defense. A skilled villager, Alara, patiently taught him the art of archery. He struggled at first, his movements clumsy and uncertain. But with each attempt, his aim improved, his confidence growing. He discovered a hidden strength within himself, a resilience he hadn't realized he possessed. The act of learning, of preparing, gave him a sense of purpose, a reason to fight for this newfound haven. Silas discovered a hidden chamber beneath the village, concealed behind a crumbling wall. Inside, shelves lined with ancient texts and strange artifacts. The air was thick with the scent of dust and forgotten magic. He carefully examined a weathered scroll, his eyes widening in surprise. The text spoke of a looming darkness, of a power that sought to consume the valley and the world beyond. The keepers had foreseen this threat, and they had left behind clues to combat it. The tranquility shattered. From the surrounding forest, shadowy creatures emerged, their forms distorted and menacing. They attacked the village with savage ferocity, their movements swift and brutal. Villagers fought bravely, but they were outnumbered. Chaos erupted as the peaceful haven descended into battle. Finn and Silas joined the defense, determined to protect the sanctuary. The valley's peace was under siege. Silas and Finn confronted the shadowy figure. The mask fell, revealing a corrupted keeper, consumed by darkness. The figure revealed their plan: to harness the valley's power for their own nefarious purposes. A fierce battle ensued, magic clashing against steel. The fate of the valley hung in the balance, dependent on their ability to defeat the corrupted keeper and restore balance to the ancient power. The valley's survival depended on their victory. Silas focused, drawing upon the valley's latent energy. A surge of power coursed through him, a brilliant light banishing the encroaching darkness. The corrupted keeper recoiled, its form flickering as the light intensified. The shadowy creatures shrieked, dissolving into wisps of smoke. Hope rekindled in the villagers' eyes as Silas stood as a beacon of resistance. The valley pulsed with renewed vitality, the balance restored. Finn, regaining his strength, stood beside Silas, weaving protective enchantments. Together, they strengthened the barrier, safeguarding the village from further incursions. The corrupted keeper, defeated but not destroyed, vanished into the forest's shadows. A chilling promise echoed on the wind, a vow of vengeance. Silas and Finn knew the fight wasn't truly over, but for now, the village was safe. Days turned into weeks as the villagers began rebuilding their homes and lives. Silas and Finn shared knowledge gleaned from the ancient texts, teaching them to heal the land and strengthen their defenses. The hidden chamber became a symbol of hope, a reminder of the valley's forgotten power. A sense of community blossomed, forged in resilience and shared purpose. From the valley's peak, Silas and Finn surveyed the revitalized landscape. Lush greenery replaced the withered lands, and the air hummed with life. They remembered those lost, honoring their sacrifice with a silent vow. The valley had been scarred, but it had also been reborn. A testament to courage, unity, and the enduring power of hope. The camera pans across the valley, now a vibrant tapestry of life. A soft, ethereal glow emanates from the keeper's resting place, a subtle reminder of the delicate balance between light and shadow. The valley breathes again, a sanctuary of peace and resilience. The cycle continues, a promise of enduring harmony. The story ends, not with a conclusion, but with a quiet hope.